What is classroom management? Classroom management is a term used by teachers to describe the process of ensuring that classroom lessons run smoothly despite disruptive behavior by students. Many teachers make the mistake of starting the school year with a poor discipline plan. Students quickly assess the situation in each class and realize what they will be allowed to get away with. Once you set a precedent of allowing a lot of disruptions, it can be very hard to start better classroom management and discipline techniques. It is never easy to get tougher as the year goes on. It's important to establish yourself quickly. Students have a distinct sense of what is and what is not fair. You must act fairly for all students if you expect to be respected. If you do not treat all students equally, you will be labeled as unfair and students will not be keen to follow your rules. Make sure that if your best student does something wrong, they too get punished for it. Disruptions will happen during class. Without a plan, students will be in control of the classroom. You should have your classroom rules and consequences ready from the start. If a student disrupts class, make sure you deal with it in an appropriate way. Expect that your students will behave, not that they will disrupt. Reinforce this with the way you speak to your students. This means that you must start teaching your class each day with the expectation that your students will behave, and you must have high expectations for their future accomplishments during the day. Reward the behavior that you desire. If a task is something to get through just to get a reward, students will feel less creative, enthusiastic, and motivated. Students will see themselves as controlled by the behavior. Do not forget rewards. Make sure to keep track of them. The reward must be well deserved. Don't overdo it or the rewards become meaningless. It needs to be special. Students need to focus their attention on something. If you are unprepared for the lesson, this can be one of the biggest distractions for students, causing them to focus their attention elsewhere. Make sure you have plenty of activities to cover your classroom time. It is wise to have several go-to activities you can do when your lessons finish early. Students are great at making excuses. If you do not have a plan for your classroom, then the students will plan the classroom for you. That is a frightening scenario. The plan should outline what students are to do and not to do in the classroom. It will ensure the classroom runs smoothly. Teachers that can connect positively with their students will make students behave and easier to manage, because students will regard their teacher much like a friend. Using positive reinforcement to build a positive reputation for the child gives them confidence that their teacher believes in them and makes it harder for them to disappoint their teacher through bad behavior or poor work ethic. Confrontation does not need to humiliate, nor does it need to be done in front of others. A bad confrontation situation could turn the teacher into an enemy in the eyes of the students. This will only amplify bad behavior. Be patient and keep practicing. Don't worry if things don't go well right away. Growing a classroom is learnable. There will always be a challenge with some students. No matter where you teach, it is better to expect the unexpected and be ready for adversity.